All right, now we are going to discuss the exciting part of Salesforce, automation tool. Choose the right automation tool. So, in Salesforce, there are quite a few of automation tools you can use. So, these are the automation tools. You know tools, right? So, this is tools, an example of tools, and each tool can be used for a particular task, right? If you want to do a certain thing, you use this tool. If you want to do another thing, you use other tool. So in Salesforce, they have quite some tools. First off, for the automation tool, we have process builder. It looks like this. So process builders are used to create processes. It's abstract to explain what each one can do, and I don't want to confuse you. The most efficient way to know which tool to use is to start diving into these tools and start using them. So I won't spend a lot of time explaining what each tool can do or what it is supposed to be used for, because it will be too abstract for you, especially when you are new to Salesforce, and it'll just make you confused and get overwhelmed. So I just want to show you how it looks like, but each of these next sections we will dive in with examples, okay? And from my own personal experience, the most efficient way to learn how each tool is used for is to actually start using them and solve a lot of problems as you go, because there is so many intricacies, there is so many things you can do with each tool. It's impossible to learn all the possibilities of what you can do with it with just watching videos. You have to get hands-on, and while you are working on solving problems and giving solutions in your workplace, then you will get the most out of each tool. So let's go ahead and discuss the other tools. So we have process builder. It looks like this. And then you have flow builder. It's going to look like this. Don't worry about what is this for, how do you create. This is just an overview, right? And we are going to discuss in depth and actually create flows, create processes on the next sections. And you can read the use case here, but I'm pretty much convinced that it's going to be a bit confusing since you haven't used flows or processes at all. And then you're going to read through this and I don't know, it's kind of confusing. What does that mean, right? But don't get overwhelmed. We're gonna just get a high overview, but once you get your hands dirty doing all the work, you will get it for sure. Automatically, you will understand. You don't even have to worry about it, okay? So which automation tool is right for my case? And then if you have guided visual experience, then use Flow Builder. Why? Because in Flow Builder, you can put screens, right? But as I talk and I give you this kind of abstract, it won't stick on your mind. You won't remember this because it's too abstract. You will have to see it for yourself. And you can, if you want to do behind the scenes automation, you can use Process Builder. You can also use Flow Builder or Apex Code, okay? If you are going to use approval automation, you're going to use approval automation. So, and then we also have, this is example scenarios, but you would know all of this. You can't just memorize it. I don't recommend memorizing this even. It will just click to you when you start using these tools a lot, not just once or twice. If you use them 100 times, you solve 100 problems, or you are asked to solve all kinds of problems and asked to provide solutions, so many times you would just know which tool to use. Memorizing them will just give an abstract in your mind and will just get you confused. I don't recommend memorizing. I would recommend using the tool so you would know it, without even thinking, oh, you use this for this, oh, you use that for that. So don't get overwhelmed with all this explanation, okay? Now, we have talked about approval process. There's also workflow rules. This is pretty much an old way to do automation with Salesforce Classic, but we recommend using Process Builder and Flow Builder. Okay, so we have tools here. We have Process Builder, we have Flow Builder, we have Approval Process, we have Workflow Rule, and Apex Code. You can also do stuff with code if you know and love coding and programming. So those are the tools in Salesforce, the most fundamental, core, powerful tools you can use. And there is an unlimited way of how to use these tools. All right. There's always best practices, which tool to use for what job you need to be doing. Yeah, best practices is, you can use this to pluck off grass if you want, but that's not a best practice, right? If you want to pluck off grass, use a lawnmower, right? You can also use this to break stuff, or to punch nails, probably if you try really hard. But a best practice, if you want to punch nails in, use a hammer, not this tool. This is to probably pick the nails out of the wood. All right, so use the right tools for the right job, but you know that by instinct. You just know it when you use it a lot. All right, so don't even worry about understanding all this, especially you are brand new to Salesforce, so don't get overwhelmed. Okay, so let's do the challenge together. So which tool are included with the Lightning Flow product? It's the Process Builder and Flow Builder. It's here right on the top here. If you see, there is a Lightning Flow is the name of the product, and the Process Builder and the Flow Builder are the names of the tools. Okay, so let's do the second question. Which declarative tool would you use for the following use case? Well, how would you know? You're just brand new, and I don't recommend memorizing everything, but I'm going to tell you. Guide customers through the process of troubleshooting issues with your product. I would use Flow Builder. Why? Because it will have the ability to present screens, right? And then you go next step, and another screen, and then you ask the customer, and there's another screen, and the customer care representative can troubleshoot the customer issues through Flow. So which declarative tool would you use for the following use case? When an opportunity discount is higher than 40%, maybe it's a Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Cyber Week, notify the CEO via email and request a sign-off, so the CEO has to approve it. So what does that mean? Approvals, because the CEO has to approve it, right? If the discount is so high, right? So the CEO has to approve it. It's approval process. Which declarative tool would you use if for the following use case? When the annual revenue field exceeds $500,000 on an account, automatically update the customer priority to high. Whoa, it's a big money, a big ticket. So make it high priority. You can use a process builder. Record change, and record is changed or created, and we detect the amount field, and then we change the priority field to high. That's pretty straightforward. So let's do the quiz, and let's do the quiz first. I'm going to show you, boom, bada bing, bada boom. I'm going to show you the next section would be interesting. Automate simple business process with process builders. We're going to spend quite a lot of time trying to explain things and give you several examples. Okay, I'll see you on the next video. Hit that subscribe button and explore new Trailhead grounds. and learn to implement the most useful and popular apps on the Salesforce App Exchange. And do yourself a favor, like this video, and you'll be surprised on how much more you understand when watching this same video after liking it. Don't take my word. Watch this one more time after you like the video and see it for yourself. Bada bing, bada boom.